Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Poo and welcome to day 108 of Year of Change. We're adding another person to our YouTube ranks today, as per usual. That time of the week, sort of thing. But there are a number of different reasons why I wanted to sort of reach out to this person. First and foremost, she's just started her vlog. She's been doing the diet thing for about 9 weeks now, at the time of this recording anyway. But she really just started doing YouTube at the beginning of June. And like a lot of people, I find that when we first start these things out, it's mainly to have some accountability so that it's not just us doing things by ourselves in secret. And if we fail, then it's kind of okay because no one really notices. And everyone sort of still has that attitude at the very beginning of what they're trying to do. So part of it is that we say, okay, I'm going to document what I'm doing so that other people can see it and sort of keep them on track. I did the same thing. A lot of the other YouTubers that we have in here have done the same thing. But inevitably, it starts to change. And I've seen that with this new edition as well. Her name is Kay, by the way. I should probably put that in there. Her channel name is Miss Kay all the way. And I'm going to put her in the playlist in alphabetical order, so she's easy to find. But I've seen that with hers as well when she first started out at the beginning of June. And gradually it's been changing. And it's only been a very short time. It's only been about 5 weeks since she actually started things off. But already you can see that same sort of atmosphere getting into her videos that we have in the other ones. And what that is an innate desire to help other people. And you see it all the time with the people that we've added in there, and we've seen it with Amy and with Josh and with Nina and with Jody, and there's others that I haven't really gotten a reply from, but you see it in there as well with Kimonica, and there just seems to be, I don't know, there's this inherent need to share with other people and just to sort of let them know, I'm out there. I understand. There are other people that understand. And we want to do this to help people. And you can see that in her videos as well. And when it first started out, there was just that same sort of accountability, saying, okay, I'm going to do a diary. Every few days, I'll put up a video and show my progress and do a weekly weigh-in and all that stuff. But it started changing very quickly. And she started doing sort of like a day in the life of vlogs, which are really interesting because it just sort of follows her around throughout the day. She'll share, the good moments and her cheat moments and issues that we've all had with whether it's going to the doctor with back pain or just saying, you know what, I was weak and I bought this and I ended up eating it, because we've all been there at some point. But part of the reason why I wanted to add her this week is that as I'm recording this is shortly after the 4th of July weekend. And for a lot of us, when it comes to holidays, we spend a lot of time with our family. We sort of get lost in what we're doing. We don't track things as well as we should, and we give ourselves a little bit of leeway, as we should. Every once in a while, you do need to have it. And during that time, unfortunately, those are the times when we find that we aren't going to make as much progress as we wanted to. So over the past few weeks, she's been doing her weekly weigh-in, and she's been making very good progress. And sometimes just leaps and bounds. But this weekend, she did her weigh-in, and there was a gain. And much like I did a few weeks ago, you get discouraged right away. That initial feeling of saying, you know what, I've done really, really well, and it's really hard losing the weight, and it's so easy to put it back on. And you can see that discouragement start to creep in. Now, at this stage, I don't think it's a matter of her saying, you know what, the hell with this, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm just going to give up. But we've all been there. We've all done it. We've all gotten to that point where you lose and you lose and you lose, and it's a tiny, tiny bit, and then within a week, you gain like half of it back, or all of it back, or more. And it's so difficult to sort of stay on that path and stay motivated and stay positive, I guess, when you look at it, when you realize that everything that you're doing, it's so difficult to do, and then it just gets all undone in a matter of a weekend. So, while she's still up there, still, I don't think she's at a stage right now where she's going to say, no, I'm going to give up, because she's put a lot into this. She's put herself out there. She shared a lot of information and a lot of her sort of day-to-day life. But I think it's important that we let these people know that they aren't alone, that we've all been there. And that if you have a gain or if you aren't making as much progress as you wanted to, then just don't give up, don't start over, continue on where we're going. Because long term, we are seeing these changes. They are happening. And she was making very, very good progress. And I think she still can. It was a holiday weekend. She was spending it with family. That's bound to happen at some point. So she's put out a lot of information as well. And again, going back to having that innate desire to help other people, she's done quite a bit. She's on Instagram. She's shared that, so you can go up and take a look at her there. She's on MyFitnessPal. She's given out her username there, which is not the same as YouTube. It's not Miss K all the way. It's going to be Shekshi. It's not a speech impediment. That's actually how it's spelled, Shekshi. So, Sean Connery fan, maybe? But she's put that out there. She's got her email up on her page. She's got all her contact information out there. She's created a Facebook group that people can go up and join and talk back and forth and sort of share their stories and have a place where they can go where they can have that support as well. And you can see just in what she's trying to do that it sort of falls in with what we're trying to do, to create a community that's something a little bit different, where it's not just people going up and saying, oh, I've lost 500 pounds and here's why. Or I've lost 100 pounds and started working out and here's how I did it. It's starting from scratch and watching people as they go through their struggles and they go through the ups and the downs of losing weight and gaining weight and everything else. And just sort of putting it out there so that there are people that maybe they've done these diets before and they failed, or they've tried one thing or the other and constantly have just sort of gone back. I was doing it until I started up on this, and it's no guarantee that this is going to work, but it's working so far. So we've all been there where we've tried one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, and for whatever reason, it hasn't made the change that we wanted. Whether it's for our own willpower or it's because we just don't stick with it, which is still sort of our willpower. But she seems to have that same want to create that for other people and to share what she's doing, just to sort of keep that going. So I think it's important that we let these people know, yes, what you're doing is good, and it is going to help someone. And keep saying this over and over, but in the end, if it's even just one person, and I know that sounds sort of cliched, saying, oh, if I can only help one person, but really, if what we're doing, we're doing this anyway, if what we're doing has any effect on one person that normally maybe wouldn't have made the changes that they need to make, that they're feeling better because they're either healthier or they've just gotten rid of the junk food or they've started exercising more, and it's not necessarily getting them down to a marathon runner, but getting them to a point where they feel better about themselves and knowing that they're making that improvement, then yes, I think it's worthwhile. And I think it's worthwhile that we send out information out to other people saying, what you're doing is a good thing. We've got a lot of people that have sort of joined up in the past few weeks. We've got Amy and Josh and Nina and Jody most recently. There's Sarah, who's still out traipsing around the universe, I was going to say, the wilderness. She's doing her own thing out there. But there is still that sense of community, and we are starting to grow. And throughout everyone that we've made contact with and that sort of replied back to us, they're all doing the same thing. They don't want to just say, oh, well, here's what I'm doing, pay attention to me. It's, here's what I'm doing, try it and see if it works for you because it's helping me. So hopefully it'll help others. And you can see that with Kay as well. So go up. I think it's important just to show her your support. As I say, I'm going to put her into the playlist as well. It'll be in alphabetical order, so she's very easy to find. And I'm going to send her an email as well, just to sort of... I do this with everyone when I do this. I don't want to just sort of add them and then just leave it, because if we have people that can go and learn something from what she's doing that isn't working what I'm doing, that didn't make sense. Let me try that one more time. If we can have people that are watching this that maybe this program isn't working for them, that they can go and they can watch someone else and it's working for them. It doesn't matter. If it's working, then it works. And whether it's a matter of just saying, okay, well, I'm just going to cut out all sugar, all carbs, all protein, all fruit and vegetables and everything else, and just have bread and water, which I don't recommend. I think that's not healthy and probably would kill you in the long run. But whatever program that people are watching, it's part of the reason too why I sort of want to get as many people together as we can, because this seems to be working for me, but it may not work for someone else. They may have a different approach altogether. They may cut out different junk foods completely. We haven't gotten to that stage yet. There are other people like Nina that have changed their entire way of dieting in preparation for surgery. And then there's a whole slew of issues that go along with that. And that she's made those changes and she's continuing on with those. So that program's going to work for some people. Amy's got a different program that she's working with. Jody has a different program that he's working with. Josh is more of a gym person where he's adding a ton of exercise to what he's doing. So there are going to be different things that work for different people. There's not going to be one sort of set cure that's going to say, oh, well, this is the one thing you need to do to lose weight. We've seen those before. They don't work. It's different for everyone, no matter what your interests are or where you find that you're going to get the most progress. For some people, it's not going to be a matter of diet. They're not going to be able, that's not what their issue is. It's just that they're eating, normal amounts of food, but they aren't exercising. So they just need to get in shape that way. There are some people that exercise just fine, but they're overeating. There are people that are not overeating, but they're eating just shit all the time. So, as in junk food. Yeah. So maybe that's their issue. So it's going to be different for everybody. So when you're going through these, chances are you're going to find someone that you're going to sort of relate to closer than anybody else. And whether it's regarding, the psychological aspects of it, or surgery aspect, or willpower, or exercise, whatever it is that's going to work for you, then that's what you need to work with. So that's sort of another reason why I want to get as many people together as we can, because that diversity is going to help a lot more people than just having one person saying, here's what you need to do, and this is the only way to do it. I mean, in a very simplistic way, that's sort of true. We know that we need to reduce the calories that we're bringing in and increase our activity level. It's just, we eat too much, we do too little. It's very, very simple all the way around. But the approach that you have to that is going to determine, how much success you're going to have. And as I say, when Kay first started out on this, she had the same sort of thing, saying, I'm going to document what I'm doing, and she's had quite a bit of success. She's got a unique reward system going on. She's got a different journal on top of the MyFitnessPal that she's been doing. And one good thing, too, is that there's, and you see this a lot with the other stuff that we have, there are every now and then, you'll see in the different videos that people put out that they'll have one where they really open up and they share a little too much sometimes. I've done it. Everyone else has done it. And she does the same thing. Whether it's, there was one where you sort of tracked her for a few days as she was having a lot of back pain. And so she was going to the chiropractor and things were going on there. She was still working. She was still dealing with stuff like that. And we've all been there as well. Having those aches and pains and little tweaks and twinges that bother us. But just being able to open up. And there's a lot of stuff that she's not sharing and same stuff that I'm not. I still haven't told you guys what my starting weight was. I haven't told you what my heaviest weight was, which was a little bit more than my starting weight when I did this. And it's something that I think I'll probably end up doing once I get to a point where I'm comfortable with it. I'm not yet, because I haven't lost enough. Once I lose quite a bit, then I'll share. Because you'll be surprised, I think. I conceal things well. But she has the same thing. There are some things that, she's obviously not comfortable talking about, but she's still sharing. She's still putting it out there. And just like everyone else that we've met and that we've sort of joined up with and made contact with, it is tough. There's that sacrifice that you sort of have to put yourself out there and risk the ridicule and the cruel comments. Luckily, we haven't seen too many of those. But you put yourself out there and you just sort of wait for it. So there is that comes with it as well, that it's, I don't know if sacrifice is the right word. There's a bravery that comes with that. Kimonica put up a video a couple days ago that just sort of showed her, it was her first time of doing a full body shot, saying, here's exactly what I look like. And it's something I'm not ready to do yet, because I'm going to scare people away. But it's putting yourselves out there, and it's for the benefit of other people. And I guess for some of them, I'm thinking I probably should do the same thing because I'm not at that stage yet. But there are others that are. And whether it's because they've made the progress or they want to sort of start out in the right way and just say, here's what I look like, here's my starting point, and I want to keep going and share my journey with you people and, be accountable and hopefully help others. It's an odd thing. And now I feel like I'm babbling because I don't feel like I'm making any sense. Yeah, probably not. But, okay, so we're going to get back on track. This should be focusing on one person, and I've sort of gone all over the place. So, her name is Miss K all the way. So go up, take a look at her videos, show her some support. Let her know that she's not alone out there. There are other people that are watching and that can obviously learn some stuff from her. And again, where she's sort of at a stage where you can see that discouragement start to creep in. I think it's important that we let these people know that, we've all had those moments where we've gained the weight back, or we haven't made any progress, or you've tried really hard during 1 week and you just can't get over that hump. Whether it's, just one specific weight that you just can't seem to get over, and you're thinking, if I can just get over that one little bit, that'll keep me going and I'll start progressing again. Just having that support system there for them and that community where they can go and talk to other people, I think is really, really important. And I see that desire with almost everyone that I've made contact with. I say almost, but pretty much with everybody. There are some people that I haven't heard back from, so I can't comment on that. And that's the reason why. But when I see their videos, whether they're continuing on to do them or whether they've sort of let those go by the wayside, that desire is still there to help other people. And I think it's important that we encourage that and keep it going. So, anyway, all her contact information is on her channel. I almost choked. On her channel as well. I'm going to add her to MyFitnessPal and send her a quick email and let her know and say hello and see if she can join in with what we're doing here. So I encourage you to do the same, just to let her know that, there are people that are out there that are supporting her and that are going through the same stuff. And if you have Facebook, I don't, unfortunately, but if you have Facebook, join up with her group as well. She's put that out there as well, that you can go and contact her and get an invite so that you have a spot. It's sort of like our spot on MyFitnessPal, which is still empty, but I haven't really done much work on that, so I do apologize. I should probably add some stuff to that. But she's on MyFitnessPal as well, so you can add her on there as a friend. It's wide open, so I think she's open to invitation, I hope, because I'm going to send her a quick invite as well on there. But just to sort of send some word out and say, you're just starting out, but you're doing something that's really good. It's very beneficial. It's positive for other people. And in the long run, that's what we're all here for, is to try to help each other get to a point that we want to get to, whether it's to a certain weight or just how we look or just to fit into, a specific pair of jeans. We all have different goals for it. But overall, I think it's mainly so that we can feel better and look better and get healthy and just sort of change the way that we've been feeling for the past however many years. In some cases, myself included, it's been for decades. So I think it's important that we sort of send that out there, and that sounded really hippie-ish, didn't it? Send it out into the universe. No, but I think it's really important that we do send that out there to people that are trying to do this and let them know that they aren't alone. There are people that are watching. There are people that can use this information and that they are making a difference. They are helping. So let her know, and I'll put her information or her video into the playlist that you can go in and quickly take a look and see what she's been doing and watch her progress. And it's early enough now that you can get in on the ground floor, just like everyone else, and take a look and show your support. But for right now, that's it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please poke the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.